that move your business forward. Swing in anytime. I'd love to hear what you're building. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, Jake, you know what I love almost as much as the Big Red?
Big scores on the field?
Good guess, but nope.
Big spikes on the court?
Love those too, but I'm thinking food. Like those big, budget-friendly portions you find at Buzzard Billy's.
Now you're talking. I love Buzzard Billy's. I love the shrimp po' boys and the blackened chicken.
You almost always find me enjoying gumbo.
Big plays, big scores, big wins, Big Red. Yep, love them all, especially
those big portions that are budget-friendly. Only at Buzzard Billy's, A-Market.
Bagels & Joe is the best place to start off your mornings this summer. And you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. This summer's cream cheese flavor is pickle. Pair it with a blueberry cobbler iced latte, and don't forget their Berry Breeze dirty soda. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels & Joe.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Time for a new AC? Call Bryant. Get rebates now and lower operating costs every day. For comfort and efficiency, call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Here's your updated 93.7 The Ticket forecast, sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Slight chance of thunderstorms this afternoon, otherwise cloudy skies expected. High temperatures reach up to 86. Easterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies. Tonight, slight chance of thunderstorms, lows dip down to about 66. That's your updated forecast on Lincoln's home for the Kansas City Royals. 93.7 The Ticket. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster. Right now, it's 80 degrees.
Husker fans, the 2026 Nebraska football season is quickly approaching, and we need you in the Sea of Red at Memorial Stadium this fall. Single game tickets for all 7 home games start at just $45 and are now available in both end zone and sideline seat locations. These tickets are only available while supplies last, so get yours today before they're gone. To purchase your Husker football single game tickets or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arons, former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, welcome to this Make It Matter Monday. It is going to be a balmy day here in the capital city. I am going to beg all of you, if you are working outside, which I know there's a lot of our listeners who do, and I know I'm preaching to the choir, man, drink water, because as we all know, when you're thirsty, it means you're probably already dehydrated. H-Bomb, how you doing this morning, my brother?
I'm doing well. A little bit of unfortunate with the car news. Not terrible. Just got a low tire this morning, so got to figure out what that is.
You got here, right?
Yeah, I got here.
Obviously, I'm looking.
Yeah, it was low.
You didn't have to.
It was low enough. I got one of those. I don't even know what you call it. You just hook it up to your car, and it's got like a low fill your tire up. What am I trying to think of here?
Oh yeah, it's the pump, automatic pump.
Yeah, automatic pump.
Yep.
So we'll see what it is. I'm hoping that when I leave to my garage, it's not sitting on the rim.
It shows you what your pressure.
Yeah, it wasn't sitting on the rim this morning, but it was low enough where I probably got to check that out later.
Yeah.
It's just annoying stuff to kick off a Monday. But other than that, I'm alive. I'm not sick, so that's going for me.
Absolutely, man. Of course, it would be awfully weird if you were dead and you were here talking to me right now. The ghost of H-Bomb. It is good to see you. Yeah, those minor inconveniences, man.
Yeah, it's a minor one. I had to remind myself this morning as I was swearing. I was like, relax, man. It's not a big deal. Like it could be, could be a lot worse. Bro. I got a car that just has a low tire. Like just relax, fill it up and get to work. You're fine.
Those things can be frustrating. And then it brings in, like you said, perspectives, like not a big deal.
Exactly.
Now think about this, Chief. Now I'm not saying it still wouldn't be a big deal, but it'd be more of an inconvenience. Now think about that if that happened about 4:30 today in that heat.
That's the other part
Then you'd
that
be
hit
pissed
me
off.
when I was sitting there, because the one I got, it takes time. It's just, hooked up to your car battery. So it's not. It took a while. I was sitting there thinking, like, good thing it's not, hot as the sun out quite yet this morning, because it's going to be one of those weeks. I think it was in your rundown. It's going to be one of those weeks again. So stay cool, drink water. You're working outside, especially. Take care of yourself.
Do you find yourself, man, just get more irritated when it's hot? If you're just out and about or just when it's just hot, do you find your temper a little shorter depending on what you're doing?
Yeah, if I'm working outside, for sure. Like I definitely get a little bit quicker to the frustration. If it's nice and cool, I'll take my time. But when it's hot out, I want to get it done.
So if it's cold outside, somebody can just slap the taste out of your mouth. Hey, and you say things happen.
Well, that's that's a little over the line there.
You're not gonna assault me,
but I won't get as mad. I'll still be frustrated.
You can assault me when it's cold, but if you try to hit me when it's hot outside, we're both going to jail. You know what, man? And text line always join the show. We love it when you do. Start him a text line 402-464-5685. Always love to hear your comments. Do you get more frustrated when it's hot outside? I'm just curious. Do you get more upset? Do you get pissed off when it's more upset? Rubber Duck from LinkedIn. Good morning, my brother. He goes, AD, would you rather have a day like today or -10? Today. I can't deal with -10.
Yeah, when we start talking negatives, I'm out.
Rubber Duck. I can't say I can't do it because I've done it for 52 years. I don't like -10. I mean, okay, day like today, the lake, swimming pool, something, you could still go outside, but you want to stay, when it's -10, there's not a lot of options on the table. Very seldom do they cancel flights because it's too hot.
That's a good point.
Now, last year in Phoenix, in some other parts of the country, they were, because it was just record high temperatures to where it was just tough for them to fly. But that was rare.
Yeah.
You don't see a lot of canceled flights because it's hot.
Well, they got to de-ice the planes. I forgot what that whole process is for those
It
airliners.
takes forever.
Yeah.
Believe me, I'm on
takes
those
a
a
long
lot.
time. It's happened to me one time where we had to wait forever.
Dude, when I'm flying in the winter, it's almost the rule rather than the exception.
It's just like that for cars too. I just like the amount of salt on the road, the concrete gets all cracked, and just like you pour fresh, beautiful concrete, and then winter hits, and then you pour salt all over it, and then the whole thing cracks.
It's a wrap. You don't slide on heat.
No, you don't.
You ever seen the accidents? Yeah, man, it's a little hot out there. People just can't keep. They're just flying out of their lanes out there. No, it's when it's cold. Cars don't start. When it's hot, you don't hear. You don't hear that.
You feel bad for your car in the winter sometimes.
Oh man,
there's some of those days. We had the snowmageddon for what hit randomly where we got like those 9 inches and all the roads were packed.
Yeah.
That was the closest I've had to like white knuckling on the steering wheel in a long time. Like driving home, luckily I found a convoy. That's one thing that you can do in the winter. It was just like me and 3 dudes that were just going 20 miles an hour on the highway, but you had no idea where the road started and ended. You don't see that in the summer.
Think anybody's gonna white knuckle when it's 108 today?
Unless their AC isn't working.
Now, if their AC is not working, their knuckles might be a little different color. And they might want to go check in. So it's and I'm cognizant of different people just react different to different temperatures. And to each their own. I'm not knocking anybody for you like it cold. I was talking to a guy just in the weight room this morning. He goes, man, it makes me long for single digits, and he just likes cold. I'm gonna say he likes it. He's not opposed to it. For me, I will deal with a day like this any day over single digits.
Oh yeah, you don't when it's cold out, you got to put so many layers on. If it's hot out, you just wear shorts and a t-shirt.
It's different. Yeah, it's because I can just get just as pissed off when it's freezing outside. You know what I'm saying? I mean, your hands are cold. There's snow. You're starting your car to get. No, that's the same here too. If you got remote start, you're just going to be hot in your car as well. So those two, there's the extremes on both are uncomfortable as far as that goes.
Well, then the traffic too. You get all the people that drive around in the snow for the first time.
Oh, the rookies.
I talk to the student athletes. It's always my favorite. Like especially some of the foreigners when they drive through the snow. Because they don't it just hits and they don't realize like how bad that ice gets at times.
Well, and people, even some athletes from warmer parts of the United States who have never driven in snow before.
Oh yeah, down south.
Foreigners, even people that are in state. I mean, I'm sorry, in the same country, but just never driven in these kind of conditions before. Man, it can be different. A few of the texts here. We'll read a few of these. Gator, I hate below 10 degrees and above 90. I just sweat too much for this heat. Gator, I'm right with you, brother. I know I'm going to sweat buckets today, and I'm not even going to be outside much.
Yeah.
But just literally, when I was walking to my car from the locker room, I just got out of the shower. I'm like, you know what? I mean, I showered for you, brother, because coming in the way that I was smelling would have been offensive. You're like, AD, how about you go to the podcast room and I'll just patch you in?
You just stream in from where your car, buddy. No need to go in studio today.
Because I was smelling like straight skunk.
Yeah,
funk.
Farrell's or another gym?
Well, Farrell's is first.
Okay.
So I do that from 7 to 7:30. Then I go lift weights from 7:45 to 8:40.
Oh, so you're lifting every day after Farrell's?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Yep. And Tuesday and Thursdays, I don't do cardio.
Okay.
So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I basically work out from 7 to 8:40, 8:30. Tuesdays and Thursdays, just an hour. And then Saturdays, kind of just, do what you like workout. Sometimes it's just walking.
Just relax a little bit.
Yeah. But in Farrell's this morning, dude, it was 75 degrees.
Oh, yeah. They can't. Well, you got a bunch of people in there. And like that, when it's that hot outside and people are sweating on the inside, you start getting condensation on the windows. Like they can have an industrial AC. It's going to get hot in there.
You literally, my body was literally loosened up within about the first minute and a half of class because it was already so hot in there, man. Folks, we're going to read some more of these texts as well. We'll get to these, but you know what? Kind of a quick rundown, and we'll probably dive into more of this at 9:30 because it was just announced. Ward Manuel is out. Michigan's athletic director, which was not surprising, I think, to anyone unless you've not been paying attention what's been going on with the men up in the minute, what they call it, Michigan men. Up in Ann Arbor, the board talked that said there was not last as of Friday. They said no decisions would be made on this board meeting. Well, maybe they made it before the board meeting, so they still held face and say, "Well, we already made that decision." Harrison, were you? Like I said, we're going to dive more of this at 9:30 as well and get your input. But just initially, were you surprised by it at all?
Well, he stepped down, AD.
Yeah.
He just did the responsible thing.
He stepped out.
No, I'm not surprised. Are you kidding me?
A potential shove down the steps.
We were talking about last week. It's been insane what's happening under his watch. Michigan has been the school of scandals.
Yeah.
And, again, it's hard. It's a hard thing to control that entire thing, but that's why he's getting paid all the money.
That's your job.
That's why he's got a beautiful house. I'm sure he's got an awesome pool that he can avoid a heat like today.
Yeah.
It's a lot, but that's what you're getting paid for. And the Weiss situation was horrible. The Connor Stallion sign stealing situation was horrible. You trying to make Partridge a scapegoat in the entire thing was a bad look. You somehow apparently being aware of a lot of this going on. The affair as well. There was a lot of stuff that apparently he knew about and didn't make any decisions or make people have to leave or step down or enforce any punishment. It seemed like the tactic was more often than not, if we sweep this under the rug, will anybody notice? Well, eventually there's a big bump in the middle of the rug and enough people noticed. And you just can't.
It's a great analogy.
You just can't sit there anymore in that seat when all that stuff's been going on under your watch. So, no, I'm not surprised at all. I'm sure you're in the same boat, but maybe not.
Was not surprised one bit. And I'm going to say why. And you're going to say why. I want the listeners want to get your opinion too, because that kind of really takes precedence over what we're going to discuss at 9:30. Of course, we're going to discuss Spain winning the World Cup. I know we have some soccer fans, not a lot of soccer fans, but we'd be remiss not to mention that that's history. What took place. It may have been to a passing of the torch, if you would, as well, that took place yesterday. So Spain wins that. We'll talk briefly about that, but at 9:30, there's going to be heavily talk on. I'm actually even talk about that right now. But nevertheless, after that, we're going to hop in because there's a lot going on right now. We'll get into the Jeep Wade impact. I had a chance to on Saturday, the Gothenburg chapter of Teammates. Of course, the organization that Coach Tom Osborne and Miss Nancy Osborne started, and Monty Kratzenstein, the former Nebraska tight end, spearheads that chapter out there. And just the support from Wild Horse Golf Club and their community, the number of former athletes, both in various sports, not just football, but in various colleges, were there on Saturday at Wild Horse. So it was a great time. Shout out to, of course, Foreman, our teammates, and Swim came out with me out there. Tony Veland, Tony, and Nick drove together out there. And then met Jay and Jason Peter. I can go on and on. Terry Rogers, Steve Taylor, Tyrone Bird, Kenny Walker. It's always a treat meeting Kenny Walker. And Harrison, just in case you don't remember who Kenny Walker is, I don't even think you were born yet when he was playing, because you were born, what, 97? 99? Yeah, you weren't even born yet. Kenny Walker was the first deaf player to play at Nebraska. He was number 57 and just still looks like he could play pro football. He's just very gentle heart. but it's always cool to see your big Husker brothers. And Kenny, he tells me, and I felt cool because he had sent me a message, which I'm not going to share, but it was just encouraging to me. But he just goes, I meant what I said. He goes, man, keep doing what you're doing, little bro. And you can, when you get close to him, and he's able to verbalize some things because he's worked on it for years and years, you can imagine.
Right.
So you have to be close to him. And, like I said, physically close to him, and just read, kind of watch what he's saying because he speaks, but you have to really pay attention to what he's saying. But one of the most inspiring human beings I've ever met in my life, man. Even as a kid, he just inspired the heck out of me. But Kenny Walker was there. Doak Ostergaard, our former long time.
Nice.
Yeah, Doak,
that's a loaded crew out there.
Oh, yeah. Doak was there. Doak won it again.
Did he?
Yeah, and they live out there. But Doak is a stick. Was out there, and also Brendan Black, Nebraska's new offensive lineman from Iowa State. I'll show you some pictures there. He was there. Van Poppel was talking to Van P for a while there. Okay, and Bodie Sokup, if he doesn't make it at quarterback, he should play some golf. That dude drove. They were behind us. Okay, Bodie drove 2 of the greens out there. After the second one, I said, Bodie, come on, dog. He goes, man, dude, when we're talking 350, 340, 360.
Holy smokes.
The one he almost, so it would have been 6. It would have been 6 at Wild Horse. I'm almost positive it was 5 or 6. It's over 300, put it that way. I'm not saying it's like 400 or something like that, but he almost flew the green.
Still, if you're hitting 300 plus yards consistently,
Bodie can hit the ball. Big Riley though can hit the ball, so it was cool to see him there. Carter Nelson, great kid. He was there playing. Got a chance to rap with him. Danny King, the tight end out of Minnesota.
Nice.
He was out there playing. It was good to talk to those guys because I don't go to the stadium. I don't hang out at the stadium, so it was good to talk to those guys. My nephew Preston, I invited him to come play with me. He lives in Sumner, just graduated from Sumner High School, and he just had a blast. And he's a tall dude. When he looks small, in this picture, you like them as some big dudes. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I don't know how Brandon Black is gonna play this year. If you look at the film, obviously the dude knows what he's doing. He can move around.
Yeah.
That is a big dude. I mean, he looked different.
How tall is he? I could probably pull it up on 247, but
I would say Brendan is probably about 6'4". No, he might be 6'5", man. He might be 6'5". That is a big human being.
He's sitting there at 6'4", 320.
Yeah, and the thing about it, I've always believed this, and I go back to the Husker days. I'll slide you that right here. Oh, I'm glad I didn't spill your coffee.
That was a good slide.
You can tell, dude, he does not look 300. He just looks big, doesn't he?
He doesn't look like a big dude.
Yeah, he doesn't look like, because, some people that have 315 look like a girthy 320, just like out of shape.
Yeah.
No. That dude, he carries his weight well. And Van Poppel, good. I mean, just good kids, man. Like I said, I want those kids to be successful. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Van Poppel, now, obviously, we had the red shirt where you didn't play as much, but I'm going to tell you, that kid right there, from some of the scripts he showed before, some of the plays he showed before, there's an engine in there. I'm hoping they pop the hood and let this dude just do what he wants to do on far as, I'm not saying what he wants to do, obviously, within system, but doesn't restrain that dude, man. Doesn't restrain him. But anyway, it was a great time out at Teammates. And you know what? I'm going to say this, man. It was a lot of us who have been going out there for years. It was odd, eerily odd, and it made you bring things in perspective really quick. Former Nebraska running back, Tough Tony Davis, he was always at that event, and not to see him there this year was pretty weird. So our thoughts and prayers again go out to he was a coach here at Nebraska for a while, Coach Davis and his family, because that's just been a few months since he's passed away and he's left us, but they gave a lot of us former guys visor, because he'd always wear a visor that said Tough Tony number 25 on the side. I probably won't even wear mine. That's what I'm just going to put with the keepsakes, man. But it was really weird not to see him there this year. But other than that, it was a great time for a great cause, and a lot of money was raised. So
that's awesome. How'd you golf there, AD? And you mentioned everybody else doing well.
It was a scramble. So I lost about 138 balls.
I was wondering why you left your game out.
I didn't play too bad. I will put it that way. I hit some good shots, and then I hit some to where, like, remember I told you if you're not on the fairway, that ball is gone.
Yeah.
I probably lost, and I play. Who am I fooling? It doesn't matter who I'm playing with. But in scramble, sometimes you kind of do some things you normally wouldn't do on your own.
Yeah.
So, I was taking shots I most likely wouldn't have taken other
All right.
times. But still probably would have been the same result. It would have been the same result. But I lost about 8 balls out there, man. And some were just on the fringe. I'm like, we'll find that. Nope.
Yeah, I remember talking about that last week. I haven't played at that hole, but all of our texters they had horror stories of the amount of golf balls they lost at that course.
At Wild Horse?
Yeah, and they're just
Yes.
talking about, how many you got to be careful that if you hit that thing into the rough or into the gunch, you're not getting that.
No, that gunch is different, man. I mean, you can literally see there were out of those, and I know I lost 8 balls for sure. Out of those 8, 5 of them we saw exactly where it went. I mean, like exactly. Couldn't find it.
How many balls do you lose before you switch over? Or are you just like going to rock with your Titleist the entire time? I don't know did you have like junker golf balls?
I'm a diversity golfer.
Okay. For me, after 5, we're going into whatever I find laying on the course.
Bring one, bring all. AD hits all the balls. It doesn't matter. When I play a course like that, and I get some pretty good deals from my son on golf balls and from the PGA, whatever those guys would hook me up with golf balls for speaking there, and they hook me up. I try to stay away from using my good balls out there because I'm just going to lose them anyway. I lose my balls at Mahoney. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where I'm at. But I'm more likely to lose them at a place like a Wild Horse.
Oh, yeah.
So I literally got down to I had a ball that I don't even know what logo it was. I mean, it was a Titleist, but it had been in the bag for a while.
Uh-huh.
And then I lost that one. That was ball number 7. And then I got to the point, if you look at my bag now, it's pretty slim pickings. Now it's just balls I was picking up like out of creeks and, walking paths. There's a yellow one on there that says practice. I'm like, hey, man, we keep messing around. That practice, we talking about practice.
That's how you know you're having a bad day.
Yeah.
When you see AD reach for the practice ball, he's down to not a whole lot left.
Yeah, I gave 8 donations, man. And there's going to be there's 8 golf balls out at Wild Horse that has AD on them. AD, and it just gone. So after death, they're gone. They're gone. Folks, when we come back, we're going to dive into this Ward Manual deal and just kind of give you a rundown. Because like I said, that was just released less than an hour ago that he is stepping down. You can interpret that any way you'd like. I'm sure he's going to be stepping down with heavier pockets. So that's going to be interesting as we dive in this. Obviously, throughout the day, more will be revealed and let us know. We'll have a history segment. Then we will dive into the Jeep Wade effect. Well, of course, towards the end, we got to talk about at least just acknowledge, that Spain taking home the gold, winning the championship. They also get rings for the first time ever. They mentioned.
Yeah, I saw that.
They will get rings. That'll be pretty cool. Then we'll be remiss not to mention the Open. The Open. You bloody guy, you. The Open. We're going to discuss the Open, very briefly discuss it, but it is full-fledged football season coming up. I believe we have only 47 days.
We're under 50 officially.
Under 50.
NFL's right around the corner too.
Under 50. Folks, we'll be back. It's The Drive. It's Monday.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they're committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perchmerch.com.
Looking for the ultimate game day spot? Arbor Axe House has everything you need. Axe throwing, cold beers, and the big game. Whether you're celebrating a win or talking trash with friends, nothing beats the rush of sticking an axe while cheering on your favorite team. Perfect for bullseye beginners and seasoned pros. Our axe throwing experts keep the fun going and the drinks flowing. Step up to the plate at Arbor Axe House. Book a lane at arboraxe.com or call 402-802-9696. Arbor Axe House on the corner of N Street and Antelope Valley.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings this summer, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. This summer's cream cheese flavor is pickle. Pair it with a blueberry cobbler iced latte, and don't forget their Berry Breeze dirty soda. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
When your business is ready for its next move, I'm here to help make it happen. I'm Corey Vandeweghe, commercial loan officer at Midwest Bank on 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Lincoln is full of bold ideas and hardworking business owners, and I'm proud to support the people driving that progress. Whether you're launching something new or investing in growth, I'll work with you to find lending solutions that move your business forward. Swing in anytime. I'd love to hear what you're building. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Husker fans, the 2026 Nebraska football season is quickly approaching, and we need you in the Sea of Red at Memorial Stadium this fall. Single game tickets for all 7 home games start at just $45 and are now available in both end zone and sideline seat locations. These tickets are only available while supplies last, so get yours today before they're gone. To purchase your Husker football single game tickets or for more information, visit huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Time for a new AC? Call Bryant. Get rebates now and lower operating costs every day. For comfort and efficiency, call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
When Nebraska businesses win, we all win. And the Nebraska Chamber is helping make that happen. Tackling the tough stuff like job creation, affordable and accessible childcare, and building a stronger workforce. We're stepping up so local businesses can step forward. If you want to see Nebraska keep growing, keep competing, and keep winning, get connected with the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Learn more at nechamber.com.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves. We would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate again. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios at 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
At Raising Cane's, we hand batter every chicken finger, mix every cane sauce, butter every Texas toast, stir every slaw, and salt every fry. Because when you do it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Where there's smoke, there's flavor, and there's plenty of that at the Smokehouse at Super Saver in Russ's Market. Award-winning Old World recipes made in Lincoln since 1984 with many flavors and smoked sausage and brats to choose from. The Smokehouse has something special for every season: brats and sausage for the grill, beef sticks and beef jerky for snacking, and smoked salmon, smoked turkey, and smoked hams for your holiday feast. Stop by the Smokehouse at Super Saver in Russ's Market today to fulfill your search for real flavor.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arens on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
To be a very balmy Monday. The heat index is out the roof. Shorty saying heat advisory. Folks, it could feel like 105 to 108 today with the heat advisory added in and factored in. So if you're outside, we'll get to some of these texts as well at the history hour up next, but definitely be careful out there. If you got to be outside, I know a lot of you do. stay as hydrated as you possibly can. Folks, this segment is brought to you by Jack Russell, Farm Bureau Financial Services. Jack has been a well-respected rep since 1999. Jack can help protect your home, your vehicle, your family, even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit Jack at one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward, and those fine people will take care of you. Very quickly, Harrison, will dive into this, then we'll dive into Wart Manual. Because we understand our listenership. There's quite a few that listen to soccer, that watch soccer, that are soccer experts, etc. That is not me. Did you watch the game yesterday?
Yeah, I did.
It was
a great game.
It was a great.
It's what you want in a championship match. I was pulling for Argentina, so I was a little disappointed, but obviously didn't break my heart too much. I was a little bit surprised at how much it mattered to Messi. I don't know why. I shouldn't have been surprised that he was in tears, because how big of a deal it was. But just for a guy who's just did it the last time with Qatar, you realize that's why he's one of the greatest. Like, he's always hungry, and he didn't get the golden ball either. I know he was pulling for that. They gave that away. He got the silver ball as a reward, but no, Spain takes it away. We'll win it 1-0. It was a great game by all means. I couldn't give you the schematics on how they necessarily took him down. Then the passing looked good.
Well, it seemed like, from my limited knowledge of soccer, they seem like they Spain makes you play their game. The commentator said that a number of times. They control the game. They make you play their game, and they really took Messi out of it. You can tell that was game planned as far as that goes. A few of the players even mentioned that, hey, you don't want to give the greatest in our game a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
And so the respect is definitely there. You can see the way they played the game. Of course, Spain wins 1-0 in extra time.
There's going to be a problem. I don't realize that Yamal's only 19 years old.
19.
Yeah.
Did you see the picture of Messi holding him when he was a kid?
Yeah.
How weird is that? How cool is that? How awesome is that?
It's awesome, and it's terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, the rest of the world, get ready for
this guy's 19.
Get ready for Spain as a repeat heavy favorite in this thing, because it wasn't just him either. I don't want to butcher some of these guys' names, but like that whole team was loaded. Yamal's obviously the star of it, only 19 years old, but their captain was the guy that actually won the Golden Ball. So like, he didn't even win the most prestigious award you get out of it. But the Spain is just going to be a nightmare of the team going forward. And I don't know what's all left for Messi here. There was no news about him. This is his last one or anything, not that I saw, but I should look up how old Messi is now.
I think Messi is 41, I believe.
I want to say he's in his 39.
39?
Yeah.
39 years old. You got a guy like Yamal. How do you pronounce his name?
Yamal,
who's 19 years old, 20 years your junior. And literally, he's going to be the torch guy now. He's carrying that torch at only 19 years old. You look at Messi, he leaves with 1 World Cup championship, 2 World Cup final appearances, one of the greatest careers in all of soccer history. One loss definitely doesn't taint his career by any stretch of the imagination. The guy is the epitome of greatness when it comes to that field. But Spain, it's their 2nd World Cup title. Ferran Torres at minute 106, he sealed the deal. And they played, think about this. And Argentina was down because they was playing with only 10 men because one guy was gone. So they were playing with 10 people there.
Another crazy stat in this one they brought up, their goalie, Simon.
Dude.
You know how many goals he gave up throughout the entire tournament?
2?
1.
The one that was like yesterday.
Yep. No, not yesterday.
Not yesterday. Earlier.
Earlier, yeah.
You're talking about Spain's goalie.
Spain's goalie.
Yeah, dude. Okay, I'm going to give credit to Argentina's goal too, though, man. Both of those guys were not given anything up. And Argentina's goalie was attacked like crazy. I mean, it was nuts. He just would not give it up. And in the final one, obviously, it cost them. But both of those, you know what? Here's the thing. This is not knocking the USA. It just shows you there's a major talent.
The further this happens every 4 years. Rah, US, here we go.
Yeah.
Hey, looking pretty good in the group stage. Oh, we got eliminated. We were close. And then you watch the games going forward. We weren't nearly as close as we ever thought. I can't imagine playing Spain, France, Argentina,
England.
Yeah, we were.
I mean, Belgium could have hung about 5 on us pretty easy.
Oh, Belgium.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, Belgium. I mean, that was the first one right there. I don't know. And this might have been my fault. I'll put my hand up. Sorry, ticket listeners, if I got you like way overconfident on U.S. soccer, because I certainly was. I was talking it up like, man, even with the Balogun, I was like, listen, we still got Pulisic. We proved some things. We'll take care of these guys. Belgium, took care of us, convincingly.
Belgium was like simpletons.
They really were. It's just, it happens every 4 years. I convince myself that, like, hey, maybe the U.S. is really starting to figure this thing out. It's still a little bit of a night and day difference.
There is definitely a gap there. So Spain wins the World Cup 1-0 over Argentina. They take that home again, like we were talking before the break. They also get rings for the first time. So they did that there in New Jersey. Folks, Ward Manuel, he is out at Michigan. He will step down at the end of this year after a decade of leading Michigan athletics. National championship in football, championship in men's basketball, multiple conference titles across sports. Michigan remained, one of the biggest brands in college athletics. But you know what? Winning no longer covers up administrative failures. Harrison, you mentioned some of the things already. Connor Stallions, NCAA investigation, Sharon Moore, questions surrounding oversight, internal accountability. They have lawsuits against them, against various individuals. I didn't understand how he was going to weather this. There was no way he was going to survive this.
No. If the longer he sits in that seat, the worse it was going to look. You have to, again, like with everything stacking up, it's one where you just have to kind of clean house there. And it's a little bit ironic too, because I was reading the article and they had from the Board of Regents spokesperson, one of the quotes was, quote, neither the investigation nor the culture review, and this investigation was around the Moore case and the Stallions case, found the misconduct was widespread throughout the department. The culture reviewed found that weakness and accountability, organizational structure, oversight, and reporting created conditions in which misconduct was not always addressed consistently, promptly, or in accordance with university expectations. I mean, that kind of nails it. That's really what it boils down to. It's like you get to a point where was the misconduct widespread throughout the entire athletic department? They say not necessarily. However, the weakness was in the accountability. That there was just things popping up that there's no excuse for, where it falls under your watch under the accountability. So like they kind of, said it without leaving in the details, but that's exactly what it came down to. There was not enough accountability with them.
Michigan was an absolute mess.
Mm-hmm.
Harrison, I've been studying leadership for a long time, man. My dad and Coach Osborne, you've heard me say this before. My dad is my hero, always will be. And besides my dad, Coach Osborne, the most influential man in my life as far as leadership. Are leaders perfect? Absolutely not. But they are not afraid to be held accountable. And there was not accountability in Michigan. You think about it, Harrison, you may get by for a while, but that stuff under the rug you talk about,
yep.
When you walk into an organization and there's all these mounds in their carpet, in their infrastructure, in their framework, it always comes out.
Mm-hmm.
It always starts to show. You start losing people. Your brand gets tainted. And you look at Michigan, no one's talking about their national championship they had in basketball just about less than 90 days ago.
No, well, Dusty May's gone too.
Your coach is gone.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen just far as rebuild. And we are going to rebuild that basketball program. First of all, every program is getting rebuilt in this different landscape that we're in. But there's so many question marks at Michigan right now.
I wonder if Dusty May knew not the severity of it, but if knew Manuel C was a little bit hot. And that led to part of his decision as well.
Probably he would have had those guys. Here's just my opinion. Absolutely, he knew. There's no way that you can't have. Harrison, I always think about athletic departments like small towns.
Yeah, that's a great way. That's a great analogy for it. Somebody always knows.
Somebody always knows. Somebody always knows. People know your business.
Yep.
Somebody knows.
Mm-hmm. Even some of the players know. That's how this stuff always happens. And again, that's why you had to let him go, because if you kept him there, everyone would have had a Ward Manuel story or something that happened under Ward Manuel where it wasn't reported, or for whatever reason it got swept underneath the rug, or maybe had a story that knew something about Weiss, or maybe they knew something about Connor Stallions.
Mm-hmm.
From players to coaches to staff to the small town analogy is great. Could have been, just a random student looking through the practice one day and they say, hey, that looks kind of weird.
Yep.
When it's happening this much, people are going to start seeing it, and you can't hide all that. So for Ward Manuel, yeah, you stepped down, but we said it a little bit jokingly off air. You got stiff arms off. They knew we can't keep you here.
Michigan is in my opinion, they're in a very, very delicate state right now because whoever they tap as the next leader has got a lot of work to do. And I don't know who, obviously this doesn't take place. It gives them some time to look at it. I think this is a position to where this can't be an up-and-comer type AD. I think this has got to be an AD who's got some scars, and I mean the good scars from putting out fires, from rebuilding, from rebuilding trust within an athletic department, within a fan base. Because this fan base, man, there's a lot of work to do. Of course, they're going to be still rabid Michigan fans. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But as far as organizationally wise, there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Because one of the things that stands out amongst all the different, not even accusations, they're accusations, but the things that were proven now that we saw, when Ward told his former football coach, I don't want this individual traveling with you, you knew.
100%.
That was months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't, this guy was not released until none of this stuff came out until after they lost to Ohio State. Come on, man. There's just too many things to where
that timing's crazy. We lost to the Buckeyes.
You are out of
the
here.
News.
Let's say he blows Ohio State out, does it ever? I mean, of course, it's still going to come out.
Yeah, but
does he?
a little bit later.
It makes you wonder. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
and you knew these things were going on. This was
100%.
This was not news to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You knew this.
Yeah, and that's the most frustrating part about all of it. Like, if you're Michigan, I just wonder where their reputation sits in the entire athletic world now, because that is so many just terrible things. Like, me and Jamorni talked about it all the time. I still don't think they deserve that championship.
No,
for all the penalties that we've done in the past, and that was like kind of like the peak frustration with Michigan,
right?
And it just kept building and building and building. So if you're the Big Ten, you're probably looking at Michigan a little bit with a stink eye too. Like, what are you guys doing with all these scandals?
There's some serious stink eye going there. I thought it was funny though. Just out of just curiosity, not curiosity, just thought it was funny. It was about 3 days ago. There was a podcaster from Ohio State that put something on social media, just going through the litany of issues Michigan's had. I'm thinking, okay, Ohio State, you probably shouldn't be talking. you don't throw stones when you live in a glass house. I would not. You might want to sit this one out. Okay, just worry about what's going on in Columbus. But the hate for each other that those two programs have, they love to see the other one when they're down. But they were bringing up all the laundry at Michigan. I'm just thinking Ohio State is really not the beacon of doing things the right way all the time. No, very few schools are. So it's simply saying, if it doesn't have to do with your school, probably leave it alone. But that's the job of the podcaster. They want to get clicks and likes and listens, etc. So I get it, but Michigan's in a horrible situation right now, man. And like I said, who they tap as that next AD is going to have his or hands full big time.
Well, Sean Eichhorst isn't on the table, so they can't hire him to fix his problems. I don't know who they get.
He's got his hands full at Wisconsin because he's
got another
huge
problem.
Decision.
Now his is just bad play.
Yeah. Well, he's got to. What do you think about this? Quickly, Wisconsin. Your basketball team better perform a lot better. Your football team, Luke Fickell, sure as heck better perform a lot better. Your volleyball team, they've been there obviously consistently.
Yeah,
they got a great coach. But
teams have been falling off.
They've been falling off the past couple of years, man. So overall, that's a tough one. So as far as AD, I don't know who they get. Money won't be an issue. Heck, they just spent $12 million on an investigation, consultation, if you would, and to look over things. So money won't be an issue. But at the same time, you're going to have to throw some money at someone. Again, I don't see this, me personally, I don't see this as somebody that's just built a few homes. And you would, for the sake of example, you need someone who's developed some cities, as far as acumen, experience, that's got some wounds, that's got some scars, that knows how to come in and say, you know what, this is the first thing to do. You need somebody with some experience with this one. I would be awfully hesitant to give this to an up-and-comer AD with the magnitude of issues that are going on that have taken place at Michigan, and to get you back to respectability as far as reputation goes.
The one bright spot for him is they got rid of a lot of the coaches and the AD now. I mean, they have cleaned the board a little bit there. So they get into some new faces. Now it's just about building back that reputation. But they did eliminate a lot of the names on that list that were giving them bad names already. So it's just going to be a matter of time, and they have to stay out of trouble. Like they can't. Whoever steps in as a new AD has got to run a tight ship, at least for a decade.
To
get rid of the constant Michigan is the cheating school, whatever you want to say. Their reputation's in the dirt, and it's going to take a while for it to get out.
It's got to be a no-nonsense type individual that nothing's going to be tolerated that's not above par. Rubber Duck from Lincoln, before we go to break, he goes, when they make 30 for 30 on your national championship, you know there's a problem. That is an asterisk, big time.
Michigan, there's just crazy. There was a Connor Stallions documentary. There was a lot of documentaries on football, on Michigan, and not like necessarily the sport. It was like a lot of documentaries on off the field, off the court antics about Michigan. That's a great point from Rubber Duck. Like you're getting documentaries for all the wrong reasons.
All the wrong reasons. Great insight, Rubber Duck. Folks, it's The Drive. It's Monday. We'll be right back with history.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans, begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage, 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Imagine starting your day with a computer glitch that leaves you feeling stuck, frustrated, and unable to get your work done. You have 1,000,001 things to get done today, and waiting for the tech issue to solve itself isn't one of them. It's time to let Hamilton handle the tech so you don't have to. We help businesses across the state spend more time on what they do best and less time frustrated with office technology. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we're focused on providing custom solutions that set you up for success now and in the future. Connect with us today at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here with Koppel Chevrolet GMC in Louisville. Koppel is proud to be the highest rated GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln areas based on Google reviews. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months on new Silverado and Sierra 1500 models. But hurry, the 0% financing offer won't last long. Visit us in Louisville or check us out online at koppelcars.com.
Bauer Underground has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white truck, you know the best workers in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built upon hard work, authentic people, and a pedigree of success. They're offering top-notch benefits, matching 401k, and a $600 per year clothing allowance. Bauer Underground, a family-friendly company with room for advancement.
Building a new home can be a challenge, a lot of big choices. With our Remington homes, we have designed 15 different floor plans that appeal to a wide range of people.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier.
People really enjoy being able to go to our website, which is remingtonlincoln.com, pick a plan, pick a price point, go through and build it yourself. You have a lot of options, whether you want granite, painted trim, wood floors, more stone, all options with our Remington homes. People do not want to be married to their house payment. You're able to get what you really want in a home for a great price with very limited stress. And that's what Remington homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
When Nebraska businesses win, we all win. The Nebraska Chamber is helping make that happen. Tackling the tough stuff like job creation, affordable and accessible childcare, and building a stronger workforce. We're stepping up so local businesses can step forward. If you want to see Nebraska keep growing, keep competing, and keep winning, get connected with the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Learn more at nechamber.com.
Looking for the ultimate game day spot? Arbor Axe House has everything you need. Axe throwing, cold beers, and the big game. Whether you're celebrating a win or talking trash with friends, nothing beats the rush of sticking an axe while cheering on your favorite team. Perfect for bullseye beginners and seasoned pros. Our axe throwing experts keep the fun going and the drinks flowing. Step up to the plate at Arbor Axe House. Book a lane at arbораxe.com or call 402-802-9696. Arbor Axe House on the corner of N Street and Antelope Avenue.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Staying healthy and comfortable starts with the air you breathe. If you're noticing more dust, odors, or allergies, it could be time for duct cleaning from Bryant. Pure Air starts with cleaner air ducts. Pair with enhanced filtration and purifications options, and the difference is amazing. When the air you breathe is clean and fresh, your home smells fresher, and your family is healthier. Time for cleaner air in your home? Call Bryant for a free estimate. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
When you or someone you know has been seriously injured and you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will fight for the justice you deserve in court to get the very best possible outcome. Trust the compassionate and hardworking attorneys at Liberty Law Group when you need an attorney in Nebraska or Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Hey everyone, it's Brie Marie. Join me and James Rowland every Sunday night at 7 p.m. from April through August for The Finish Line. We'll do laps around the headlines in dirt track racing, let the rubber meet the road for NASCAR news, and talk with special guests, including your favorite local drivers and racing personalities. That's The Finish Line, Sunday at 7 p.m. all summer long on 93.7 The Ticket.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves. We would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate again. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios at 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arens on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back.
And you know what? It's getting hot outside too, man.
Which one is this? I'm sorry, I don't know.
This is my Louis the Frenchy dog voice, man. Came in this morning to the kitchen about 3:45, and he was like, "Hey, man, when's his kitchen open up, man?"
You know how he sits with
Is
his
he from New Jersey, or where's he? Got an Eastern accent on the.
Louis holding it down from Jersey.
Yo, kid, where's my porridge at, kid? When's the chef get in here, man?
He looks at me, dude.
Hey, Buster.
Hey, man. Look at a guy get some breakfast in this place, huh? I mean, come on, man. You're sitting there with a devotional. I need something in my belly, you know? Come on.
I wish you guys could see Louis, because it does really hit him. It fits perfectly when you see that dog. When I first came over, I thought he was going to be like, welcome in, greet me, like pour me a cup of coffee. Human guy.
He's the funniest, dude. And he was looking for seriously, probably like 10 seconds. I said, Louis, it's not time for breakfast yet. He was looking at me like, the hell you talking about, man? You see my belly sitting right here? Come on, I need something in my thumb, all right, kid? But he was just looking at me. And then we just hear all of a sudden, you just go this. And I finally gave him some food, man. And on his way, he looked at me like, I appreciate that, dog.
Same time tomorrow.
And then he went back to sleep. Guys take 38 naps before noon, man. What are you doing today? I don't know. I'm going to take another nap.
Wait for the kitchen to open up.
Yeah, wait for the kitchen to open
They got that later. I got a nap after that.
Oh, folks, in Husker history in 1991, Husker Iback Leotis Flowers says football was not fun anymore. And Leotis did not play for a little while for Nebraska, but he was a great back. But he just kind of left campus for a little bit. Said he'd been playing to come back, figured he'd been there 4 years. And he said, I could grit it out one more year, but he said I couldn't come back until clearing his personal life. He had some things that he wanted to deal with. But Leotis Flowers was another outstanding Omaha back that came to Lincoln. Here's the deal, Harrison. We rarely missed out on a running back in the state of Nebraska. We didn't get all of them, but we got the majority of them. And there's too many to even name because I don't want to go down that road because I'll end up missing somebody. But there was a lot of great running backs that Nebraska was able to get right down the road in Omaha and throughout the state. And the one that we missed out on that still burns me up is, you know who I'm talking about, the sensation out of Scottsbluff. Can you remember his name?
Did he go play for Oklahoma later?
No, he went and played for the New England Patriots. He was the out of Western Nebraska. He was the all-time leading running back.
I don't know who we're talking about here.
Text line, if you remember,
out of Scottsbluff,
Nebraska. Just think about it. You got this.
Where'd he go play in college?
He played out at Scottsbluff. He's from North Platte.
Where'd he go? He didn't go to Nebraska though. Where'd he go?
Did not get recruited by Nebraska.
Who did we miss? This is the 90s, the glory days?
This was this would have been actually early 2000s.
Okay, early 2000s.
Look at the text line. They're going to tell you.
Oh, text line's blowing up. Let's see what text line got here.
Yeah. Played
Danny Woodhead.
Yeah. Nebraska.
That's
right.
right.
State, man. And you talk about one that, and granted, everybody misses sometimes, but dadgummit, I hated missing on Danny Woodhead. And just a good guy, man. Just a good human being. Very humble. Comes from a great family. Met his parents at some events, but just he was just that dude. He was just that dude, man. But
he played for Chadron.
You ever been out to Chadron before? Chadron, Nebraska?
No, I haven't been down there. I know they got the new. I think the university's new. The Chadron State University, or at least revamped. It's not a new university.
Yeah, it's been there forever.
Yeah, it's been there forever, but I think they revamped it recently. I have not been all the way out there to Chadron. Volleyball just is going to play there if they haven't already. No, volleyball played a game there. This,
I think this
offseason they went to Chadron.
It's way out there.
Uh-huh.
And you know what? I tell you what, and Joe B, you got a great point. A lot of people missed out on them, not just Nebraska. And you know what, Joe B, you're spot on in that. Sometimes, perfect example. I'm gonna bring up that kid again from Vanderbilt. What was his name? Tyler Tanner. Tyler Tanner.
Yep. Under-recruited. We talked about that a lot.
That dude absolutely destroyed everybody in the tournament. But a lot of teams, sometimes you just don't see a guy. That happens. And to Joe B's point, sometimes you miss him. But boy, when you see the career he has, you're going, how in the heck did we miss this guy?
Well, that's why you got to recruit, not wait for others to recruit to say, oh, he's a good player. Let's put an offer down. And then I get it, right? You can't give every kid in the state an offer. I do understand that argument of it, but you do run those times where you avoid a kid because it's like, well, nobody else is recruiting him. Like, do we really want to go recruit? Maybe we can lowball him and get him in, as a walk-on or something. Right. Well, I guess the walk-ons don't exist technically anymore here at Nebraska. But
third.
Yeah. But you just you don't want to get into that game where you're waiting for other people to say he's a good player. Like, you got to jump on the ship. So a guy like Danny Woodhead's perfect example of that. Because to Texter's point, it was not just Nebraska. A lot of schools missed.
Eric said, I made Danny Woodhead fumble in high school.
I would also claim that every time.
Yeah, I made him cough it up. I hear you, Eric. Kevin from Lincoln, Danny from Woodhead, Keith Titty, thanks, buddy. Craig, thank you. Craig, thank you again. Lance, thank you. Chadron State, Ham and Beans, yes, thank you so much, man. Unknown Texter 9593, thank you. Jeremy, thank you. Cody, yes, he was from North Platte, Nebraska. Cody from Broken Bow, appreciate it. Just a good kid, great family, but great career, and also a ridiculously good golfer.
Yeah, do you know everyone's golf game? I feel like it's like first name, last name. What do you
I know
golfing?
his first name. He's got about 3.4 handicap.
First, last, handicap?
I don't know where that kid's from, but I know he's a good golfer. Danny can play some golf, man.
Also, a little bit of more sports history. I had to look this one up. I want to ask you, see if you know it. So the very first time fans were charged an admission fee for pro baseball at the time with 1,500 spectators. It was New York playing Brooklyn. How much do you think it cost?
$3.
50 cents.
50. I was way off. $3 would have been a lot of money.
Yeah, 1850. $3 would have been.
Are
you buying the team, sir?
I answered that too quickly. 50 cents. I love it. Yeah, there's definitely not 50. You're not buying anything at a baseball park for 50 cents anymore. Anything.
Maybe one stick of gum.
That might be it. That's already chewed on halfway. Hey, you go, kid. We'll be back to talk Husker football and get on some Jeep rides. We'll be back.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings this summer, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. This summer's cream cheese flavor is pickle. Pair it with a blueberry cobbler iced latte, and don't forget their Berry Breeze dirty soda. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Building a new home can be a challenge, a lot of big choices. With our Remington homes, we have designed 15 different floor plans that appeal to a wide range of people.
Bob Benish of Aspen Builders, talking about Remington Homes, which makes the home building process easier.
People really enjoy being able to go to our website, which is remingtonlincoln.com, pick a plan, pick a price point, go through and build it yourself. You have a lot of options, whether you want granite, painted trim, wood floors, more stone, all options with our Remington homes. People do not want to be married to their house payment. You're able to get what you really want in a home for a great price with very limited stress. And that's what Remington homes are all about.
Home building is easier with a Remington home from Aspen Builders at 423-6811. Online at remingtonlincoln.com. remingtonlincoln.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting lincolnteammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Rick Heyman here from Sauter Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sauter Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sauterheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
When Nebraska businesses win, we all win. And the Nebraska Chamber is helping make that happen. Tackling the tough stuff like job creation, affordable and accessible childcare, and building a stronger workforce. We're stepping up so local businesses can step forward. If you want to see Nebraska keep growing, keep competing, and keep winning, get connected with the Nebraska Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Learn more at nechamber.com.
When you or someone you know has been seriously injured and you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will fight for the justice you deserve in court to get the very best possible outcome. Trust the compassionate and hardworking attorneys at Liberty Law Group when you need an attorney in Nebraska or Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
When your business is ready for its next move, I'm here to help make it happen. I'm Corey Vandeweghe, Commercial Loan Officer at Midwest Bank on 70th and Pioneers Boulevard. Lincoln is full of bold ideas and hardworking business owners, and I'm proud to support the people driving that progress. Whether you're launching something new or investing in growth, I'll work with you to find lending solutions that move your business forward. Swing in anytime. I'd love to hear what you're building. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Here's your updated 93.7 The Ticket forecast, sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Slight chance of thunderstorms this afternoon, otherwise cloudy skies expected. High temperatures reach up to 86. Easterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies. Tonight, slight chance of thunderstorms, lows dip down to about 66. That's your updated forecast on Lincoln's home for the Kansas City Royals. 93.7 The Ticket. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster. Right now, it's 80 degrees.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Planet Fitness has everything you need from warm up to wind down, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to bring a friend anytime, access any of our 2,800 plus clubs, or reset and recover in the Black Card Spa, we're ready to fuel your momentum and then some. Enjoy all the perks with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Join the club today for $1 down, $24.99 a month.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends June 12th.
See club for details.
If one of the things running through your mind as a business owner is the recurring worry of possible cyber attacks, you can let out a sigh of relief. Hamilton Business Technologies has you covered. As the official business IT partner of the Huskers, we offer real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and more to keep your data safe from harm. We care about the success of Nebraska businesses and communities like yours. Learn how we can help you at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arens, former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
It's on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. Let's make it matter Monday. Unknown texter 3084. Yes, Dick Night Train Lane played 1 year football at Scottsbluff Community College. I did not know that, unknown texter, but I do know that he was one heck of a ball player as far as that goes. It just goes to show in recruiting, Harrison, that you're not always going to get all of them. You're going to miss some.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're definitely going to miss some. And as Joe B stated earlier in his text, Nebraska definitely wasn't the only one. And think about Danny. If I don't know him well for the times I've been around him and his family, he's just a guy that some people say, well, he's going to use that for ammo. Well, you know, ammo or not, he just said, I'm just going to go play football and use my God-given gifts and abilities and let that talk, let it speak for itself. And it definitely did. Like I said, I couldn't be happier for a young man more than him on just what he did post Shadron State. You know, literally won basically the Heisman of Division II ball.
Yeah.
You know, and so just an outstanding athlete, of course, and outstanding individual. Now, real quick, before we hop in Nebraska, what's up with Pitt's coach, man?
Mr. Narduzzi.
Narduzzi is doing some doozies on talking trash. What's up with him?
I should have cut up the audio of him saying it, but obviously at the ACC conferences, I was telling AD out there, it's just like his quotes are getting testy. And I don't know, you know, we're joking, like, where did the Big Ten hurt you? But here's Mr. Narduzzi, head coach.
Where'd they poke you at?
He says, quote, at the ACC Media Days, it's better than the Big Ten. It's got more skill when talking about the ACC. He added, you look at our record in bowl games against the SEC and the Big Ten. You look at our record in the regular season, we don't have losing records. Well, he's wrong. I had to look it up. All-time record versus the ACC. is 23-29. This is the Big Ten versus the ACC in bowl games. The regular season record is 83-113. So losing record in the regular season as well. And then for him in particular, he's only 1-6 versus the Big Ten. So I don't know what he's talking about here. Everything he said is not fact checked out. I didn't even look at the SEC, but I'm going to take a wild swing and say they probably don't have a winning record versus SEC teams either. I get you got to defend your conference, but you don't got to make false statements at the podium that you know very well people are going to go fact check you. And right now he's 0 for 3 on all the fact checking I went through. In that one quote, nothing was accurate.
He's on the podium just lying.
I mean, so?
Come on, Coach Narduzzi. I mean, that's not even just just make you're 1-6.
Yeah, Keith says, man, who's spitting this Cheerios? Dude is miserable.
Yeah, I'm like, did Delaney or the former AD, the former commissioner Delaney, what happened?
Between him and Feinbaum, you guys need to take a vacation, head down to Cancun, and just figure out what you're so upset about.
I don't get it.
And take
man.
Manuel as well. He's got some time off.
Who's that?
Take Ward Manuel as well. He's got some
he's
time
going
off.
to where he wants. Yeah, and he's going to get a nice severance package on his way out. He ain't going to be severing much. I tell you. Just call it a package. Ain't going to be no severance in regards in that. He's going to be doing just fine. Generational wealth buyout. He's good. I don't know. We're going to talk more about Pat tomorrow.
We'll do a lot of SEC media days because that's always a lot of fun. I'm getting a kick out of the commissioners more than anything else to these media days. I know we talked about the Big 12, but in the chaos that college football is now, it's just these commissioners going out there, just saying we're the best. We're trying to get ahead of everything, trying to make some statements. And then obviously you had right off the rip the Texas Tech situation. Then we were talking about that. Some of the reporters getting testy right off the bat.
Off the back. And then tomorrow, because we're going to go heavy on Jeep Wade, Nebraska here, but tomorrow, Cody Campbell, not our Corey Campbell, Cody Campbell of the Matador Club down in Texas Tech, made a massive contribution to a politician at a very timely time that immediately raised red flags. So we're going to discuss that tomorrow, the contribution of Cody Campbell to a politician that kind of had some influence on some decisions regarding Sorsby. So
he's got no comment. Nothing to talk about. He said no comment.
Oh, no. It's just a nice, I was just giving a nice, generous contribution.
You want to tell us why? No. just felt feeling generous. We'll leave it at that. Usually not a good sign of your innocence when you immediately don't want to talk about it. Just feeling generous.
Just feeling generous to the tune of almost $300,000. I love that type of generosity if I'm the recipient. Folks, Jeep Wade is rolling like a Jeep. There's been some recruits. We've talked about this a little bit, but this might be one of the biggest under the radar stories in Nebraska football in the past couple of years regarding new hires, regarding Coach Rule. You know, we've talked about this a number of times about the trenches and where it's built at. You know, skilled players, of course, and I've said this a number of times when it's me and Swim Harrison. I'm going to say it with you. You can get all the skilled players you want. You can get a great quarterback. You can get great running backs, fleet-footed receivers, etc. But if you can't protect those positions I just mentioned, it's not going to mean much. You know, let me ask you this, and Tex, let me ask you this. Would you rather have a 5-star receiver or a 5-star offensive lineman?
Oh, I think everyone's going lineman. Text line, someone can zag on me and say wide receiver. I think there's a lot of really good athletes out there. And the difference between a 5-star and a 3-star wide receiver, I don't think it's as big as the gap between a 5-star and a 3-star lineman.
Take this with a grain of salt, but at the same time, you understand where I'm coming from. Good receiver. I'm not going to say great. Good receivers come a dime a dozen.
Exactly.
Offensive linemen, they're hard to find.
Yeah. Now, if you've got a Travis Hunter, it's a different story.
And he was a unicorn.
Yeah, and he's playing defense too. So, you're getting extra bang for your buck there if you go with a guy like Travis Hunter. But more often than not, that's just the most valuable piece. I mean, go look at every time you get to the portal, go look at those left tackles and see how fast they get poached in the portal and the offers. Those dudes are getting big time checks because they're such a vital position. Just as soon as they get their names in the portal, they got every team calling them.
Every team.
Including us. That's why we got Bablade. That's why we got Black. That's why we went in the portal.
Absolutely.
But then we got the guy, I'm blanking on his name, from Notre Dame last year as well. But like, we're constantly in there.
See his face right
yeah,
now.
we got him. We had Pritchard on the left side, and then Mr. Notre Dame.
Yeah,
at that right tackle.
That was
spot.
huge.
Yeah, I'll see if I can remember it, or Texan beat me to it. But yeah, you have to shore that up. And we're in the Big Ten. It's like no surprise. You just can't do much if you don't have a good offensive line. Or a defensive line for that matter, because Minnesota wasn't doing anything cute. And I hate to keep referencing that game as an example, but that wasn't schematics. We can be critical of John Butler, maybe, but you go look at that Minnesota game. You can go look at Utah. You can go look at Penn State. And you can go look at Iowa. It wasn't schematics. Outside
Michigan.
zone. Like, you should know how to defend that. We just weren't big enough.
Absolutely.
Weren't strong enough.
Absolutely.
Game was over. Or it started with that.
Shauna DeWitt, thank you, brother. Rocco, talking about our former
Rocco Spindler. Thank
Rocco
you.
Spindler.
That's
the,
right.
The defense. I'm sorry, the offensive guard that came here out of Notre Dame. Think about, and Kip's got a great point here. Linemen make your quarterback better, and I would add in safer, and they help your running back get better, and it all starts with the big boys. And it does. I mean, and Kip, you're spot on. And we have a very astute listenership, and just as fans in general, regardless of listening to our show or not, Nebraska fans are not dumb.
Mm-hmm.
They've seen good football. They know what it takes. Every championship team.
Well, some have seen good football.
Some of
Easy.
If you're over 40,
others have heard about it.
Under 40 is going, what is this myth thing about this? What is this pipeline that you speak of that used to be at Nebraska? Hopefully Jeep can start reestablishing that. Of course, time will only tell. But you look at any championship team from any school, it all starts in the O-line. You look at Cignetti's last year. You could look at Ohio State's the year before. You could look at Michigan's. Obviously, we got some asterisk there, but nevertheless, they had a good offensive line. You can't win a championship without an O-line. It's the bottom line. I'm not saying they have to be great, but they sure as heck better be good. You just can't do it. You simply cannot do it. You look at the NFL. There's, great receivers, running backs, but it starts with that O-line protecting the quarterback. That's football 101. You can recruit all these shiny things, meaning the skills players, the shiny things, but you better have a foundation in your offensive line.
Well,
and
the
defensive line as
game's
well.
Huge. Goff, like what the Lions turned their game around with the 2-game running back that put a lot of less pressure on Goff. Pittsburgh's been doing it for years, just being mean up front. They've had some terrible teams that Mike Tomlin was able to get over 500 at 500 just because they could at least block and protect the quarterback. Now,
He made some chicken salad of what?
Yeah.
Big time.
And he only could do that because he had a line.
He had a line?
He had some trenches always that could at least hold their own. And even if the team's not good, overall, they're good enough in the trenches to slow other teams down and make it a close game. My Bears, like Caleb Williams, he doesn't have the type of year he does last year. If he doesn't have Swift and Madungai in a huge effort into spending a lot more money into that offensive line. The Bears revamped their entire offensive line. What do you know? We're winning games.
Yeah.
It's almost like that part matters. So
Absolutely.
you have to invest money there. And now college sports is very similar because it is much like a business. You have to spend a lot of money. I'd rather have a big chunk of our payroll go into the trenches before we even get to the skill players.
Well, dude, it's like decorating your house, choosing the paintings. You ain't built the foundation yet.
Yeah, it's exactly like
you got
that.
nice art, but your foundation sucks,
Mhm.
and it's not going to stand. So all those nice paintings you put up on very feeble walls, if you would, it's not going to withstand when those storms of bigger teams come against you. They're going to beat you up, and they're going to rattle the house, man. So I'm glad to see Jeep is doing this because every championship caliber team, they win the line of scrimmage. Every team we lost against last year, Michigan absolutely bludgeoned us on the line. Iowa bludgeoned us on the line. Utah bludgeoned us on the line. A team that should never have bludgeoned anything. Minnesota bludgeoned us on the line. I said Penn State. Almost said Minnesota. Maybe we need to say Penn State. I don't know. Penn State did the same thing, so it was just not good offensive line-wise. But you look at GP's landed multiple guys, as you mentioned, man, and looking at Big Brendan Black, that dude is big.
Yeah.
He is like I said, you have kind of like girth looking off. No, he looks like a well-refined offensive lineman. Whether it equals on Saturdays, we don't know yet. But I like the smell test. I like the look test. And he's been winning. The thing that blows me away, Harrison, he's been snatching guys out of the SEC and away from programs who have been winning. Is Jeep that good of a recruiter?
I think he must be a guy that you just want to play for. The way players talk about him, and when we first got him too, I was like, what do those Georgia Tech guys think about him? They got nothing but praise. So he just must be certainly have like a leadership ability to him and a case study where guys look at players that have been under his watch that have developed. It'd be a good list. I'll pull that up. I should pull that maybe on the next slide. How many guys he's sent to the NFL that have been under his watch already? But he's a guy that shows development. For all the things that I scream and cry about for Nebraska football, it's development. And the one thing that Jeep Wade seems to have going for him is that development part. So I think that's why he's able to pull guys out from the SEC. If they're like on that second string spot, maybe they come to Nebraska, they can be under Jeep Wade. I mean, I obviously haven't been in practices or anything. I have yet to hear a negative story on that guy. Like everyone only has great things to say about Jeep Wade. So we'll see what it looks like when we start playing ball games here. But I just think hopefully we get some stability with that too. That, with that offensive line, we had a rotating door, kind of settled down with Raiola there. Why? Maybe for the wrong reasons that door kind of slowed down. But hopefully Jeep Wade's that guy. We can have some continuity because a lot of guys too. We've gotten out of it, but under Raiola, it calmed down. We were just teaching guys new frames all the time on how to block. Different coordinators, even if you have the same offensive line coach, coordinators maybe going to change up a little bit how you work. Now you get some stability. Hopefully we get some stability here with a guy like Jeep Wade. But I just think guys like him.
I think guys like him, and I think they like his resume too. I think he's put at least 20 guys at the next level. We'll double check that to make sure. But looking back on when we were researching it earlier with Swim, DF texted in earlier, who Swim? DF, you wrong. Nebraska, though, and Jeep is just not just recruiting Georgia. They're beating Georgia, Florida, Texas A&M, Miami, as well as Clemson for offensive linemen. Harrison, that simply was not happening prior to him being here. You weren't snatching guys away from some of those schools. I mean, obviously, you had Dylan as a quarterback, but as far as O-linemen, this was not O-line destination. As far as your premier guys, you just weren't getting a lot of those guys. Pritchard, obviously, we got from Alabama. And we obviously, and let's be honest, early on, we've seen why he was not cracking that top 2 or 3 rotation on a consistent basis. Now, I know he had started some games, given up some sacks, showed some hints of why he was not playing as much, and then got it together. I applaud that young man because he has really settled down this year. I do expect a lot out of Pritch because he fits. I mean, dude, he passes the eye test like crazy.
Just here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
up
and
top.
I'm pointing to my head.
Rule even mentioned that. He goes, he's got to get things figured out upstairs. The fundamental. He's got to. You can't listen. It doesn't matter how talented they are if they're going to kill you in critical moments. It's no difference in a running back that fumbles when it's 3rd and 1 and he coughs it up. It's the same thing for offensive linemen. You can't make those mental errors because it cancels every positive attribute that you bring to the table.
Well, we already struggle in the red zone, fellas. Like,
go to Cincinnati.
Yeah, like we struggle here already. Can we not shoot ourselves in the foot here?
Can't do it.
Because we already struggle every time we get here in the red zone. And we'll see. Maybe next year those red zone numbers look a lot better.
I hope it does because Nebraska, based off last year, again, that's last year, that's history. We don't have the luxury to struggle in those situations. You have to get points.
We can move the ball, and it's almost more devastating because we can move the ball up and down the field last year. But we could not punch it in.
It's gut-wrenching.
It was like, all right, we'll go for a field goal here. We'll go for a field goal. And now, luckily, our special teams fixed themselves under Eckler last year, so we weren't as nervous for some of those situations. But, if we're not built to play that slow, grinded-out game, which I don't know if we quite are yet, and we'll see what this new team looks like. We can't play the Iowa settle for field goals all the time.
No.
We just weren't that good defensively last year where we had to score points. We can't keep walking away with 3. And we just put ourselves in those tough situations. Even games where we kind of felt like we pulled away, like Michigan State. And towards the end there, we pulled it away again. But there's multiple times where it's like, we're going backwards, fellas. Like, we could put Michigan State away right now. Now, we put them away, but it was in a late third into the fourth quarter run. We could have put them away, like, to open up the second half. But we had some red zone drives. And all right, fellas, we're walking backwards. For whatever reason, we're taking sacks. We're getting penalties. Guys aren't getting open. What are we doing here?
You look at the USC game. I'm not saying you throw the Raiola injury out, but I'm simply saying is there were many times we were across the 50.
Yeah.
And in the red zone range and close to it and could not capitalize on it.
You know what helps in those situations? A good offensive line.
Bingo.
And you can just call the easy plays. All right, we're just going to run it up at 3-4 yards. Great.
Yep.
We'll just keep the chains moving. But we just didn't have, and to our, Holgerson's defense there. I don't know if those plays he could call. So I think there was certainly a limited play sheet last year.
His playbook, and we'll talk about more on the other side, but his playbook got, based on the protection and lack thereof, a lot of things you couldn't do.
How many chapters do you think he ripped out after, 5 games in?
I think he had the forward in the book.
I just imagined every game. He just sat back down in that chair, just like
table of contents,
ripped out another page. Take that one out.
I think that playbook is said, this is offense. That's the truth. They weren't going very deep in that book, man. You were not getting much past the introduction. Here's the forward. That'll be it.
Because what did you say when he got down here? I want to simplify it to one page. Turns out that's all we could do. So we're sticking with the one page the rest of the season, fellas.
What is this? It looks like an index card. That's the playbook.
Study your playbook. Got it right here, coach. All 10 plays.
Hey, it came to a point where it's like, hey, what is the least likely for us not to do something crazy? It shrunk the playbook. Hopefully, he can expand that playbook. And obviously, you're going to have to wait and see how these guys perform, because I personally think they're going to be tested the first game early. I really do. Ohio is they know who they are. They know more importantly, know who they're not, as far as that goes. Should we win that game? Yes, we absolutely should. But there's no givens with an unproven team with all these different factors and variables that we have coming in here. So it's going to be interesting. We're going to talk more about this when we come back, the Jeep Wade effect as far as recruiting. Who are some of those guys he brought in and the impact it could be for the offensive line? It's The Drive. We'll be back.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Looking for the ultimate game day spot? Arbor Axe House has everything you need. Axe throwing, cold beers, and the big game. Whether you're celebrating a win or talking trash with friends, nothing beats the rush of sticking an axe while cheering on your favorite team. Perfect for bullseye beginners and seasoned pros. Our axe throwing experts keep the fun going and the drinks flowing. Step up to the plate at Arbor Axe House. Book a lane at arboraxe.com or call 402-802-9696. Arbor Axe House on the corner of N Street and Antelope Avenue.
When you or someone you know has been seriously injured and you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will fight for the justice you deserve in court to get the very best possible outcome. Trust the compassionate and hardworking attorneys at Liberty Law Group when you need an attorney in Nebraska or Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock, owner of A1 Automotive. I want to personally thank you, our customers, for trusting us with your vehicle repair needs. Your support allows us to do what we love, serving people through quality automotive repair. If you're looking for a repair shop that values relationships as much as repairs, we'd love the opportunity to earn your trust. We have 2 locations here in Lincoln, 1117 L Street, 5110 State Hill Drive, and our newest location in Seward, Nebraska, 408 Main Street. Come see us. Visit us online at a1autolincoln.com.
In every office, there's 2 types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
Looking for the right utility tractor for your acreage? Find it at Landmark Implement. Shop our selection of used John Deere compact tractors from 1 through 5 series with the power and versatility to track mowing, yard work, snow removal, and more. For a limited time, get 2.9% financing for 36 months, followed by 6.2 for 24 months with approved credit. We've got the right fit for your property and your budget. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or visit us online at landmarkimp.com today and experience the Landmark difference.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Planet Fitness has everything you need from warm up to wind down, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to bring a friend anytime, access any of our 2,800 plus clubs, or reset and recover in the Black Card Spa, we're ready to fuel your momentum and then some. Enjoy all the perks with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Join the club today for $1 down, $24.99 a month.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends June 12th.
See club for details.
Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. I want to personally thank our great customers for voting us once again the best of Lincoln. At the same time, we're celebrating our 120th year in business in the great state of Nebraska. You can count on Sartor Heyman for the very best quality, value, and customer service. When it comes to your jewelry needs, visit us at South Point, Grand Island, and the Outlet in downtown Lincoln. Visit us today at sartorheyman.com, and thank you for your continued trust after all these years.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they're committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perchmerch.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arens on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back on this Make It Matter Monday. Temperature.
What's the heat index at AD?
Right now, man, it says 88 degrees, and it is 10:34 in the morning. It's balmy, brother. It is balmy.
Grateful for the AC. Can't
Yes,
believe
indeed.
people were just roughing it back in the day. Days like this, I'll never, even just sitting in my apartment yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like I'll set my thermostat up when I'm not home.
Mm-hmm.
I walked in, I was like 75 degrees. I'm like, oh, just sweating. Back in the day, I don't know what you just sit there and swallow.
They just toughed it out. You think about the folks on the prairies, you know, the early pioneers, man, and what they were built different, bro.
Yeah, we have one of my favorite pictures. It's my family. It's crazy because you can see they literally look like my brothers, and like there's a kid that looks exactly like Sawyer, and it's this old Arns family way back in the day. Whole family sitting in front, mud house behind him.
Are you serious?
It's a really cool picture. Yeah, my godfather Jeff Arns was the one that found it and gave it to us, but but you just look at that picture and you're like, we've gotten soft, man.
Dude.
Like it was. I'm not kidding you. It's unreal. They're sitting there. You can tell like all their clothes are dirty, raggedy, full day already. They got a huge family, and that's the other thing you realize. People were having kids back then.
Yeah,
massive family, and yeah, just a tiny mud house behind them. Imagine tornadoes coming.
Wool clothes.
Yeah, just
itchy.
Hail, cold winter,
everything.
Hot sun,
dust storms.
The dust storms. You got a mud shack that you built.
And then we're up here saying, I'm thinking about adjusting the AC a little bit. It's a little balmy in here. It's
Yeah, and then we're
73.
freaking out because AC's not working, So be grateful. I guess that's
Absolutely.
the origin, and understand how much your ancestors had to go through.
Absolutely, man.
Me sitting here in the AC studio drinking a nice coffee from the mill, 1040 O Street.
Absolutely. And you think about people right here, even in the capital city, that don't have air conditioners in their homes.
Oh, yeah.
There's young families, there's older families, there's our elderly that are in economic situations to where they don't have access to AC in their homes. And so I'm just going to say this, be mindful of your elderly neighbors, even if they do have AC. This heat is dangerous.
Well, and this is when ACs trip out too. Those ACs start running so fast, and sometimes
Yeah.
that condensation, depending if they have a float switch, if that condensation gets clogged up for whatever reason, some dust starts getting some buildup, that thing switches on.
That's right.
That AC is not going to turn back on until that thing's cleared out. And if you got an elderly couple that, it's not a bad idea. Check on the neighbors.
My man, 6696 texter goes, I got AC in my garage. Oh, Bill and Bennett, I hope you get it fixed fast, man. He goes, oh crap, the AC just went out in my truck.
That's when you roll the windows down and you go try to do as much as you can.
Kip says, hey, coach, talk about the play sheet. All this is dedication to the 90s Huskers. Where's the rest of the sheets? Oh, man. Well, folks, the thing about Jeep Wade that I like, too, he's recruiting an identity. He says, quoted, I want recruits who want to be the best. It's about fit and mentality. And he's recruiting attitude as much as talent. And you know what, Harrison? That is something, man, that has been missing on the entire team, in my opinion. A chip, an edge, just a dog. Even when when I'm not in meetings or at Zooms, I'll get a chance to listen to Jay talk and to Real and JP and both Grant, G-Dub. And even when Kenny's on, man, when they're talking about just the edge, and I'm not bringing this part, I'll do seriousness the 90s. I'm talking about, you look at Indiana's defense, they had an edge. You look at Georgia, they had an edge. Mm-hmm. You look at all those teams that were in the playoffs, there was an edge. You look at Penn State, man. They're balling their tails off. The hope maybe Coach Smith as the intern gets it. Dude, they played with an edge.
Yeah.
It wasn't one guy hitting you. It was 3 or 4 guys hitting you. Michigan swarmed to the ball. Say what we want to say about them, but they would swarm. Their coach, who was the fill-in coach for Sharon during when they played us? Older gentleman. He's been around for a long time. I love that guy.
Poggi? Was it Poggi?
Poggi.
Yeah.
And he said this at halftime, and it hurt me to hear this, but it's the truth. He goes, we are physically dominating these guys, fellas.
It was not lying.
And he wasn't lying. He goes, we are physically dominating these guys. He goes, let's get it done. And when he said that, I remember listening to that clip, and it just pissed me off because they were.
Well,
they were physically bludgeoning us. And we've been missing that attitude. Speaking of Jeep Wade right here, he goes, listen, I'm not only recruiting for skill, I'm recruiting for attitude. Who plays with an edge? You got to have that, man.
Well, that's what drives us crazy. It's because you can't deny that Michigan had that. When was the last time? Outside of Colorado, even Colorado, I can't say we played with an edge. Because the edge, we played with an edge in the first half. Why do we ever and maybe this is the most obvious thing. Like in a game like Colorado, turns out Colorado wasn't very good that year. You tell me you don't want to continue to embarrass them in that second half. Now the team played great, and shout out to the guys for getting out there, going out into the environment, meeting the fans where they're at. Now they excelled at that part in the first half, but that's that part where if that's old Huskers mentality, and I'm not saying they're the 90s, but the mentality part of it, 90s, where you can't tap into that, or any team that's been dominant minded like that, embarrass them in the second half.
Yeah,
make it so they don't even want to wake up the next day to play another, go to practice, go play another football game later that week.
You got to go for the jugular.
And that's the part. When Nebraska starts off good, we need to have that edge where Michigan did. Finish it. This is not going to get any easier. The game just started. We're dominating. We're just going to keep doing this all day long.
Harrison,
that's the part.
You nailed it right there. And we would start fast on some of those games. And even the ones we had won contested, we would just, for some reason, get complacent.
Mm-hmm.
Lack of concentration, get complacent. And quite honestly, some of those was just a lack of discipline. Just a lack of discipline at times. But just having an off switch too soon. It's no, you don't turn it off. You turn it off when the clock reads 0.
Well, that's what I think you guys in the 90s did so well, like killed momentum before it even started.
You destroy them.
Yeah.
When you can snatch the will out of somebody to play early in a game, even if the score is not indicative, hence Michigan versus Nebraska last year, physically, they knew, like, we are punishing these guys. And Pogge, he said at the halftime, he goes, look, guys, we are bludgeoning these guys physically. Let's finish it. And that's what they did. I'm hoping this type of mentality of player that Jeep is bringing to the interior offensive line has that. And we'll talk, obviously, we got plenty of time to talk about D-line as the season approaches too. But speaking of Jeep, he's recruiting. He mentioned this in quotes. He goes, I'm recruiting identity as well as fit mentality. And he goes, these guys have to be physical, man. And he goes, I'm looking for physicality, competitive players who embrace development, not just recruiting stars. I love it. I want to see it play out.
I think that's what you have to do today. It's probably harder than ever to find guys that do it because they love football.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you probably have to lean on
you
the attitude more. Like, what is your personality? Because, like, once that check clears, are you going to walk into practice the same guy?
Hunger. That's right.
Exactly.
That's
like,
right.
You have, and again, it's harder. Guys like football. They're playing college. I'd imagine they enjoy it to get to that level. You have to find the dudes that love it at this level because, again, like, once that check clears, I'm sure there's been cases, maybe here in Nebraska, maybe at every university,
every place,
where guys have just, all right,
they cash it in.
Yeah, I'm good here. I didn't ever think I was going to the NFL anyways. I got my money.
Yep.
We'll get through the season. I'll show up. I'll do what I need to do. I'm not going to do anything more than that.
They're cashing checks, man. They're cashing checks. So I don't have a problem with you cashing checks. Make sure you earn the money.
Yeah.
Make sure the effort does not dissipate once you get the contract signed. So, and some of these guys, quite honestly, are going to be in for a rude awakening because of what's happening. I'm not blaming them. I'm blaming the system the way it is. And I have no problem with players getting paid, but without, parameters and boundaries, et cetera. Some of these guys will get to the league and realize this ain't college, buddy. And they're going to see that check is going to be going quick. They will get rid of you fast. I've talked about this at times with a number of guys, man, that had played the next level. They're like, literally, you can walk in the locker room on Monday, and on Tuesday, there'll be a guy's locker that's empty. It's that quick. They're not going to mess around. They're not going to play games. They don't play with you, man. It's like, no, signing the check means you better continue to play that got you the check in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
They can kind of relax in college, unfortunately, at times. And so hopefully that is not the case with the guys that he's bringing in, man.
So far, I do think Jeep Wade's just got. I'm optimistic. I'm not going to drink the Kool-Aid, but it looks pretty good right now.
I like
with everything that I say and the buy-in from the players. I looked it up with the last draft. He sent 6 guys drafted into the NFL under Jeep Wade as the official offensive line coach. That's not counting unsigned guys that got picked up. So he's had a plethora of guys. I don't know what the total number, because some guys just had like 10-day rookie camps, invites, stuff like that. But for sure drafted, he's got 6 guys drafted so far. And he's still pretty young. I don't think he's that old.
No, he's not that old. And the thing about it, you got to keep stacking these classes because, the pipeline was definitely not built overnight.
No.
Or any great offensive line culture. You go to any program, they're stacking recruiting classes of guys that have that same edge and that same mentality.
And you got to sell it for 26.
Yes, you do.
You got to keep selling it.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, it looks great down the road.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next few miles look like, though? Like, I know what the destination's supposed to be, but like, let's check the route getting there. Like, 2026 has got to be. I'm getting excited. Every time we talk about football, my temperature starts rising a little bit there. But I just hope those guys this year are just hungry. Like Cole Andrea, for everything that we said, the turnover problems, like fix that, keep them running. That offensive line, the wide receivers. There was so much negative noise about the team, and there probably still is negative noise. That should drive you insane. For all the time, blood, sweat, and tears. Because those guys, for everything that we said about them, they worked harder than I did. I didn't go out there, practice, do any of that stuff. I hope it drives those guys crazy.
You know what they have the ability to do? Rewrite the script.
100%.
That's the thing about it, man. The pen is in your hand. So if you don't like what's been read about you, what's been said about you, rewrite the script.
Mm-hmm.
And that's done by every time you show up to that facility. In weights, in practice, in the classroom, off the field, etc. You can rewrite the script by your habits. What you do daily helps rewrite the script. Now, if you want to cash in and not write that day, it's going to show up. Page is still going to be there, and it's going to show blank. We've had too many blank page games, too many blank play plays, too many blank play busted situations. So we're going to tell what you've been writing or not. So if you don't like what's been written, you have the pen in your hand, and it's by your play. You can change that. So I'm hoping like I said, Harrison, we talked about, I hope they've taken this to heart and say, we don't like what's been written, so rewrite it then.
Yeah, and Husker fans will be the first ones to get behind you.
Absolutely.
Like, that's the part where this fan base, man, and that's why that Colorado game felt different. because the players met the fans' expectations. And we expect a lot. We do at Nebraska. Like, the fans aren't going to settle for just okay.
No.
And that's a great thing to have.
Not when you're capable of doing more.
Exactly.
Too. You know what I'm saying?
We have the money. We have the resources. We have the facilities. We have everything here.
Absolutely.
Go. That's where you go meet the expectation.
My father and my mother, they didn't care what the school policy was as far as academics, to be eligible. They had their own. And my mom and my dad, I'll never forget, I was struggling in a class in social studies because I was yapping too much. And I was good in social studies. Imagine that, man. Shocker. And I was good in English. I was good in history. Science and math, I wasn't the best. But I was struggling in social studies. And my mom and dad said, look, and my dad said, I don't care how many touchdowns you scored. He goes, I know you're capable of doing it. And if you don't, he goes, you ain't going to see that football field.
Mm-hmm.
Guess whose grades improved like overnight? Attention improved overnight. Everything improved. They wouldn't have pushed. And my mom said, I wouldn't push you if I didn't know if you weren't capable of doing it. But you're capable. Husker fans know with all these resources, the rabid fan base, the history, that helps out, of course, a little bit. But at the end of the day, we know if we didn't have the facilities in the different X factors, we wouldn't expect as much.
Yeah, and I'm not expecting go win a national championship because we're the best fan base ever. Go out there and compete.
Compete.
Don't walk out to Minnesota wearing a different uniform they get. It's for breast cancer. I'm not mad about that part, but what I'm mad about,
I don't care what you wear.
Was the focus?
Right.
Were you focused on just beating up on Minnesota that day? And those guys, to be fair to they admitted it. They felt like they were getting ready to put on a show.
And you know what? That's a problem.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully they realize that.
That's a problem. In every game, if you come out there just dragging butt and just thinking something's going to be given to you, that's going to happen again.
Mm-hmm.
Every game. And I'm talking about from the head coach all the way down. There's nothing given in this league, man. Nothing.
Well, nobody's scared of you.
No, nobody's scared. No.
Like, that should also drive you crazy.
Yeah.
Like, just.
They respect the history and the lineage, but they don't respect you.
They respect the end.
Nobody's scared of Nebraska.
They don't look at you the same way they looked at the old Huskers.
And you have to, the way you do that, that should have been started already.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to show when the pads come on in the first game, too. Derek in the car, appreciate you, brother. He goes, you will be happy with our line play, both sides of the ball. Owen, we will beat Indiana to take it to the bank. Great show. Derek in the car, I want to drink what you drinking, brother, because I would absolutely love it, Derek.
Derek, it's 11 in the morning.
Yeah. I would love it. Real fast, Crowbait, what's up? He goes, welding inside a firebox of a boiler isn't fun at 100 degrees, so I wussed out and took a half day of vacation today. Currently in the AC, watching the drive. Hey, Crowbait, I ain't mad at you.
Oh, it's a great option. It doesn't. I should probably call my buddy. I got a welder back in Hartington. He's probably just.
Oh man,
that's one of those jobs.
And it ain't like
you got a welder in this.
You got to wear everything covered.
Yeah, it's like I was telling you, working with those tree companies. Like,
yeah,
you ain't going out there skimping.
Nah,
you got to wear the proper gear.
Safety.
Yeah,
safety.
Stay cool out there, listeners.
Folks. Be safe. We'll be back with the history. Not the history. AD attitude adjustment. We'll be back.
When you or someone you know has been seriously injured and you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will fight for the justice you deserve in court to get the very best possible outcome. Trust the compassionate and hardworking attorneys at Liberty Law Group when you need an attorney in Nebraska or Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Planet Fitness has everything you need from warm up to wind down, so you can give everything you've got. Whether you want to bring a friend anytime, access any of our 2,800 plus clubs, or reset and recover in the Black Card Spa, we're ready to fuel your momentum and then some. Enjoy all the perks with the Planet Fitness Black Card. Join the club today for $1 down, $24.99 a month.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends June 12th.
See club for details.
MHC isn't a new company, just a new name. Moe's Moving is now Moe's Home and Commercial. Whether moving across town or across the state, MHC Moving has you covered, specializing in home, apartment, assisted, and independent living moves. MHC can handle your commercial moves as well. MHC Moving has 0 hidden fees. You'll never pay for same-day booking or be charged for stairs, heavy items, or elevator fees. Rates are the same Monday through Saturday, and you will never pay a truck or fuel surcharge. And they offer payment plans through PayPal. Call MHC Moving today at 402-853-7167 or go to mhcmoving.com.
Looking for the right utility tractor for your acreage? Find it at Landmark Implement. Shop our selection of used John Deere compact tractors from 1 through 5 series with the power and versatility to track mowing, yard work, snow removal, and more. For a limited time, get 2.9% financing for 36 months, followed by 6.2 for 24 months with approved credit. We've got the right fit for your property and your budget. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or visit us online at landmarkimp.com today and experience the Landmark difference.
Here's your updated 93.7 The Ticket forecast, sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical. Slight chance of thunderstorms this afternoon, otherwise cloudy skies expected. High temperatures reach up to 86. Easterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Mainly clear skies. Tonight, slight chance of thunderstorms, lows dip down to about 66. That's your updated forecast on Lincoln's home for the Kansas City Royals. 93.7 The Ticket. I'm meteorologist Kara Foster. Right now, it's 80 degrees.
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Ever look at your house and think, ouch, it's stuck in the past? Or realize that your kitchen needs a new everything? Like thousands of homeowners, you can simply call SprayNet Lincoln. Their patented spray system and paint delivers a flawless factory finish, no mess, done in a day, and cost-effective. It looks just like new, including your vinyl. And it's all backed by their 15-year no-peel warranty. SprayNet Lincoln, custom chemistry and smarter painting. Google SprayNet Lincoln or call them now at 402-383-3336 or email ching@spray-net.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Lights out? Let LES know where to go. With Powerline, your phone number is matched to your service address, so outages can be restored faster. Keep your information up to date at les.com/powerline.
Hi, Kendall Warnock here, owner of A1 Automotive. If you own a BMW, Audi, Volkswagen, or Mini, you know specialized service matters. Our team uses advanced diagnostic equipment, OE equipment, including factory-level software, to accurately diagnose and repair your vehicle. Dealer-level capabilities with hometown service. A1 Automotive, 1117 L Street. You can call us 402-477-4660.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Harrison Arens on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hot outside. It's hot outside. It's hot outside. I'm not going out there. It's hot outside. It makes me say why. It's hot outside. And that guy would abide.
That was pretty good. That guy looking at you a little crazy there, too. He's like, I don't know, singing or what? Not bad, AD.
Does that guy think he's Usher in there?
I don't know if I have to start getting these scores every day, but that was good. That was one of your better ones.
Hey, I'm singing right now. I'll be outside in a minute. Why is it so hot in here? You know when you get in your car at first, it just feels like a furnace.
All right, here we go. This is a good question. And then we'll talk to your attitude adjustment. What's worse, hopping into the car where it's freezing and you're sitting there swearing, or sitting in your car and it's 100 degrees and it's not cold yet?
I'm gonna go in this one. I think I'm gonna have to say the cold for me.
Really?
Because here's the deal: your clothes aren't getting gutted out.
You probably got that heated garage too.
Well, even if you're in the garage, let's say, I mean, it's cold, but at least to me, the heat just changes. If I'm out there, it just changes it could get you irritated really fast. The cold is for me, I'm just saying for me, not speaking for everybody. I'm saying for me, the cold is like, okay, I gotta, the heat just pisses me off.
See, I'm the flip side. When it's cold out, I'm swearing underneath my breath too. When it's hot out, roll down the windows, drive fast, within reason. And that'll cool you down.
It's still hot. You just get
it's hot. It's hot air, but at least it's moving. When it's cold there, you're just sitting there, man.
Yeah, that's a good point.
There's nothing you can.
That's a good point.
I just hate the cold too. It just drives me. Also, my heat sucks a little bit, so I have some elements going on. They add to my frustration.
There's some other factors involved.
Yeah, go Big Red. This is piss you off weather.
Hey, cigar guy, you're right. You can always put on more clothes to get warm. You can get full on naked and still be hot. Hot sucks so bad. There's a lot of truth to that.
There is.
Hey, because there's one thing my late mother would say, God rest her soul. She would say, hey, listen, always overdress when it's cold out because you can always take clothes off. But if you didn't bring enough, you're just going to be cold. And to cigar guy's point, you can be seriously nothing in the buff, still be miserable.
Mm-hmm.
Cold, put enough gear, it's manageable. Heat, man, if it's hot, it's just hot. It ain't nothing you can do.
You just can't escape it.
Yeah, it's rough, man. It is rough. Folks, 80 attitude adjustment is this. You can look at first of all, say this. Inspiration has got to equal some perspiration. You can be inspired by videos, by podcasts, by books, by other individuals, but eventually you have to go do the work. Perspiration without implementation of some perspiration and sweat is insanity. So be inspired. I love watching different videos and reading segments, but eventually you got to go do the work and sweat. So inspiration is great. Perspiration is what separates and makes transformation. Folks, it's been a great show for you all today. Again, seriously, be safe out there. Check on your elderly neighbors in this type of heat. Folks, stay tuned. One on One DP is next. It's been The Drive.
This is